Hey folks, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. This is JL, the July Lioness. So this is I think the third episode of Create a World from Scratch. So today, I did actually, last night, I started working CAW around, I think I took my first clip at about 6 o'clock. And the last one was around 11, so I was at that for like 6 hours. I did take a dinner break though. And of course I didn't film the whole thing. I ended up with about an hour and 15 minutes of footage, so I decided to split it into 2 episodes. So this is, I believe, episode 3, and so episode 4 will be a continuation of what I did last night. So in this episode, and I've been naming my streets and stuff. You will see Peace Lake Loop, Scoliosis Ridge Road, Drazza River Road, and Shark Tooth Bridge. That's their big tourist attraction, Shark Tooth Rock. So I've been having some fun with names. There's a bunch of them. So anyway, let's get going. I will try and narrate it. I had problems with narration last time. That's why there wasn't any. So here we go. Have fun. So here we are overlooking Peace Lake Loop. And Peace Lake, of course. So this is going to be whoa, spinnies. My mouse goes a little wonky now and then. That is Scoliosis Ridge. And I'm just sort of giving a little tour here, looking at the ring of mountains, obviously. Okay, Peace Lake. Yeah, so this is going to be the residential section. The prime real estate will be lots around the edge of the lake view, and then the less expensive ones will be back on the other side by the mountains. And I'm not sure if I'm going to try and put the houses not on the lake. Maybe I put them on higher ground, or maybe build taller houses so that their view won't be blocked by the lake view houses. But the lake view houses will be more expensive. Now there's a natural bridge, which was very easy to build. And later I'll be struggling with a man-made bridge. So this is Scoliosis Ridge Pass. Right there. And then when we get down on the other side, that's, I believe, Drazza River Drive. But we're also going to have somewhere a shark tooth. There's the shark tooth, that little black rock dead ahead there. That's the big tourist attraction. Come on up and see Shark Tooth Rock. It's amazing. That's their claim to fame. They have this big rock that's shaped like a shark's tooth. All you shark lovers. So we're just sort of at the basin. Now this is going to be a tundra, a cold world. That's why I made it a desert. Shark Tooth Rock. Yeah, it's going to be a cold world, so this will be snow covered most of the time. I want to add a second season. I'm debating whether I want to make it fall or spring. Which one is better for growing? Maybe fall? I think it starts out warmer than spring starts out. I think maybe fall. So here we go, me struggling to learn the road tool. I think I got the hang of it now, but boy, at first I was cussing up a storm. Oh yeah. And I am not one to swear either, so you know I was irritated. But apparently it scared the game into submission because it was operating pretty well, behaving itself pretty well after I cussed it out a couple of times. Like, whoa, lady. You don't sound like a lady. Yeah, so these kind of pale blue handles are for twisting the road around. Just the segments that you just laid down. And then there's the dark blue handle at the very end of the road where the median line meets. And that's for pulling it forward. So you can kind of see it there. So if I wanted to pull that forward, it would stretch it out. But you know, you just have to, practice makes perfect. You just have to play with it until you figure out the best way to manipulate it. And I lost so much of that mountain flattening it out for this road to get through it. But I did beef up the mountain to the on the other side of it, on the other side of the river. Oh, I love how it just slide that whole road right up onto the ridge where it's supposed to be, the plateau. So that didn't turn out quite as bad as I thought it did, but I think I want to fill in that spot where the mountain chunk was shorn off. You just have to go flatten terrain, flatten, 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 and smooth and flatten, and smooth and flatten, and smooth and flatten, and just get it to big enough base to support that road. Just chip away at it. I think that was in the previous video, my working on that. And that road, you can see the two white, I call them crosswalks, or stop lines, I guess, really. With that third piece, there should be a third set of the two white lines, so that's why I'm going into, what am I doing here? Sculpting. Okay, I'm trying to smooth this out a bit, for one thing. But I couldn't quite get the crosswalk on that intersection. I don't think I have it fixed yet, come to think of it. It wasn't right, fitting together quite right. Okay, so that got it really flat, but that's okay. So this is Drazza River Drive. Well, going across the pass to the intersection, that's going to be Scoliosis Ridge Road, I think I call it, Road or Drive. The road going across, oh, I'm not sure what the name is. I'll just have to do it. And you can put addresses for your house, for all your lots. You just have to type them in when you add the lot. It's pretty neat. So I do have 2 lots added on Peace Lake Loop. One goes into the water, so you could have a house on stilts, a dock to go across the lake in on your jet ski or your sailboat or rowboat or whatever you got, assuming you have island paradise. So I'm hoping that they will sail across the river, sail across the lake, and down the river even to visit Point Shark's Tooth Rock. Now here I'm fussing with bridges, so many different kinds, and how to place them, and which one to use. The number of bridges you have depends on what game packs you have. I don't think there are many bridges if you just have the base game, but you can make a natural bridge. Just drag your road across the river and then elevate it, and land will form underneath it. So you can still do a bridge. Now I like this bridge a lot, but I wasn't sure if you could actually use it for cars because there's no road painted on it. It's the right width, so I guess that you can, but I ended up not using it. I was thinking, though, it might be good as a pedestrian bridge if I can run a sidewalk across it, or run sidewalk up to it. I'm not exactly sure how the bridges work. I mean, I hadn't paid that much attention to them. I mean, I can't tell you how many times my Sims have driven across that that green bridge in Twin Brook. But I never really looked that closely at it, like at the joints between the road and the bridge. And, you learn stuff from building your own world. So next time you're in the game, you're like, oh, is that how they do that? And then you compare. Oh, I didn't use those stoplights. I like those stoplights better. Or, oh, I like mine better. And how many manhole covers did they put? Oh, they put a manhole cover there. Yeah. Always comparing. Now, I like that covered bridge, but it doesn't really suit the style of this place. I think this is the one I ended up with. But I really like that wooden one. There are actually two wooden ones. So I want to add the wooden ones. And like I said, maybe for pedestrians further up or down the river or something. Or maybe across part of the lake. I was kind of thinking I might put an island in the middle of the lake, and then maybe we could have these bridges connecting each side. That might be interesting. I'll just have to play with it. Fun! Now, how am I going to get this bridge and this road hooked up? Well, the bridge is too low for one thing. Yeah, that's the move object tool. You just pull on the green line for lifting, and then the red and the blue move them different ways. Yeah, okay, red sort of brings it forward at an angle, and I think blue is straight back, but you can't move side to side. So the orange lines are demarking my roads. Just helps me know where I want to put a road without putting the road. Okay, so I'm like, how the heck do I get this lined up? And what do I do about the road? And why is there no road painted on here? Does that mean I can't use it? Is it just like a prop that doesn't really function as a bridge? Because I think there's what, like in maybe it's Riverview. There is a broken like railroad trestle as a prop. I probably got it in my game actually. It looks neat, but it's all broken up so you can't use it, but it looks good. I think it's kind of over, maybe it's Appaloosa Plains I'm thinking of, but it's I think it's kind of near, it's either Twin Brook or Appaloosa Plains, I think. And I think it's where, kind of near the water treatment plant, you know, where all the wild horses are. What one was that? There's a couple different worlds, I think, that have that. I mean, I use Appaloosa Plains a lot because I like the bigger lots and all the animals, of course. You've got your, you know, the cat jungle and all that stuff are already there. Gotta have my cat jungle. Now, I guess this would have worked as a car bridge, but I chickened out. It's just, I don't know if these bridges are connecting properly to the road. Just, there's nothing that really, I mean, there's no sound for, you know, how you're building. You get the ka-ching, you know, all these sound effects so that you know if your wall went in right and all that stuff, or something was deleted, it disappears and there's the sound effect for that. There's no sound in this game. It would be nice if there was some sort of a reassuring thud or something so that you know your connections have been made correctly. So I bagged that bridge. Oh, okay, now I'm trying to, yeah. This is like a double wide bridge, and I'm like, what the heck? I wonder if it was in Bridgeport and I didn't really notice. How wide are the roads? Extra wide in Bridgeport? That's the late night pack. Because this actually is wide enough for 2 roads, and I think you can adjust the width of your road. I believe I saw that here in CAW. The current road width I think is 3, so if I made that 6, would that mean it would fit for this bridge? Because it's only halfway wide enough right now. So I'm just like, what the heck? This road's not going to magically widen as I pull it closer to the bridge, is it? No. So what's the purpose of this extra wide bridge? I mean, it would be a 4-lane bridge? Double wide road. Must be from late night going into the city. There's another really big bridge that's from late night that I have it there. I looked at it. It's huge. So it must be one that maybe you would use in tandem with the other one to get in and out of the city or something. Which means you have to use a wider road for heavier traffic. Next time I play Bridgeport, I will check it out. Because like I said, I'm learning stuff from my game, things I never contemplated before. So it's pretty neat. So that looks like hell. That's useless. Bag it, man. Bye-bye. but it does have that kind of a matching, like that grate, that metal edge. That's you know, a wedge. What am I trying to say? A road joint. And the bridge I end up using does not have one. And so I don't know if I've got it connected properly. Okay, so this is the bridge I've chosen, and it's quite flat. Hello, Sky. It's quite flat, but there's this lip on it, and does it need a little ramp? I mean, I never know, you know, these Sims, or how high are they going to lift their foot to get up over this, you know, to get on over the door sill. They'll step up onto a platform, but if you've got any kind of a foundation on your house, forget it. They need one teeny little 3-inch step because they're all arthritic or lazy or stupid. Anyway, so yeah, here I go. I like this bridge. It's just not a fancy thing. It's not too huge. It just fits across the Drazza River. But look at that lump there. I mean, there's no ramp. Now the other bridge had a little built-in, you know, wedge-shaped road joint ramp, but this, no, and it worried me, and I'm like, how do I know this is connected properly, and is this going to work? It's just sitting kind of they're just sitting at the ends. Do I need to connect it with an intersection block, or what the heck? Can I make the bridge, is it lower? If I get it to the right height, is it gonna like snap in or something? So this is my thought process here. But obviously I can't get it very high. I mean, that's about the best I can do right there. Because it is thicker than the road. So will it work? I guess I'll know when I start playing the game. And then I guess I'd have to, God, if I have to fix the bridge, that means I'm going to have to make a new version of the game. Blah. I'd have to uninstall the first version, delete it from my files, make the corrections, save it with a different name, and reinstall it. Blech, what a bore. And it would be like version 2. All this because they can't be bothered to give us sound. So it looks like it fits there, but why don't I get like a little, I don't know, smiley face or something? Help me. Throw me a bone, will ya? Sheesh. So let's move on to the other end and hope for the best. That's why it's beta. That's what they mean by beta. This is the beta version. They never put out a complete version, I guess. Oh, so here I'm trying the intersection tool because I don't know. I'm like, I guess so I don't need that. And I was rereading the tutorial, and it just says, oh yeah, it'll just snap right in. It's just like putting roads together. Okay, I guess I have to trust the tutorial. I mean, it looks okay, but is the car gonna mind going over that bump there? Maybe when I get it into the game, some kind of a little wedge will, a joint will spawn or something. Ow. This looks a little vague to me. Now, corners, I've got a curve. Hadn't quite figured the curves out too well yet at this point. Whoops. Yeah, well, I got a little the game would kind of lag, and then it would catch up, and so the mouse would go, what? Whoa, no, help, Milton Road, no, oh, I'm there, where am I? I'm falling down the cliff, and I can't get up. Phew. I fell over the ridge, that's scary. Okay, now, back to your road marking. That's a little too, maybe a little snaky there. Just curve it a little bit. So this area is going to be where the town goes, the business district. So they're going to have fun. They're going to have a bit of a ride to work, I guess. But that's okay. I could put in teleporting booths if I want to. Okay, so I guess that's right. The two little pale blue handles appeared, so I suppose that's hooked up okay. Now this one looks a little wonky. So I got that right. So the dark blue one turns up, and then so you can move it, you should be able to drag the end of the road forward or backward, straight. And then the pale blue handles are for twisting it. And then there are other tools to smooth it out. They're called, what are they called? Road grading tools, I think it is. It's a different icon that you click. It's actually the last little icon up there on the toolbar. Road grading. I can almost read that. Okay. So now you don't want to start a new road. You're just moving it, so you have to press that X thing. And then you drag the dark blue square. Sometimes it'll usually drag. It either lags or it drags. So this is where all that time went in just getting these roads down, because it's a slow, tedious process. And I know there's some people that have worlds that don't have roads, but it causes whole new routing issues. So here's just a little kind of a tour of what I've accomplished this time. So we're going to go down are we going down the Drazza River? We're trying to go down the Drazza. We're a little high. Okay, we're not. We're just going to look around at the ropes. Yeah, so this will be also, I guess, business. And this is the business district over here too. Or just extra stuff, parks or something, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes space-wise. I think we're going to have loads of space, though. And you can just see the rock and the worrisome bridge. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Get up over that bump. Keep going. Oh, don't go through it. Well, guys, I'm about at the end here, so thanks for joining me. Part 4 should be coming up shortly, in an hour, maybe tomorrow, or it'll take a few hours to render this and all. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day. This has been JL, the July Lioness.